juice, and the bolus will convert into chyme, and that chyme will then pass into the small intestine, okay, to the duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Up to that we have done, and up to jejunum there are number of enzyme actions also takes place. We had discussed in our last video, and I gave you also the homework to repeat or to practice that enzyme names, and they convert what to what, that all you have to practice, okay, number of times you practice. Got it? So about ingestion and digestion we had completed. So digestion process stops in small intestine, okay. Then the next process starts, that is the absorption. So what is the final product of digestion? If we will talk about the whole digestion, that is in mouth, in stomach and in intestine, in small intestine, there are some conversion of complex food into simple food. So what is the product, or what are the products that are obtained by the complete process of digestion? Let us see first. The first product we got carbohydrate to glucose. The complex form of carbohydrate will convert into simple glucose or sugar, okay. Already we had discussed about single sugar and double sugar, okay. So carbohydrate converts into sugar or glucose by which kind of enzyme? By amylolytic enzyme. Remember, amylolytic enzymes are the enzymes which converts carbohydrate, okay, or which breaks carbohydrate to sugar. Next, some of the proteins will be broken down into amino acid by the help of proteolytic enzymes, okay. Proteolytic enzymes are the enzymes those who will break down proteins, okay. And fats will convert into fatty acid by the lipolytic enzymes. Three kinds of enzymes are there: amylolytic, proteolytic and lipolytic, okay. So these are the outcome of what? The digestion. At last our body got glucose, amino acid and fatty acid, okay, which is used in our body to release energy, to do several works throughout the day. Whenever we are taking food or whenever we are ingesting, we are getting energy. Have you ever thought from where this energy is coming? That energy is coming by the digestion of the food that we have taken. That's why if we will take nutritive food, then the energy gain from our body will be, in the energy gain in our body due to digestion will be more. If we will not take less, if we will not take nutritive food, rather if we will take more junk foods or more fat containing foods, then the energy gain will be less, rather the deposition of fat in our body will be more, okay. So we have to take qualitative food, not quantitative food. Remember, do not take food as a quantity. Take small amount of food, but it should be qualitative, okay. By the digestion of which food more energy will be released, and throughout the day you will be charged, you will be energetic, because throughout the day you have to do lots of work. Morning 5 o'clock you are waking up for the schools, okay. Then after coming from school tuitions, or some are doing self studies, then up to night 9 to 10 you were busy in your schedule, okay. So for that your body needs energy. So that energy from where you will get? From the digestion of food, okay. So these are the outcome of the digestion of food. These outcomes should be reached to all our body. See, these are the outcome we got in the digestive parts, okay. That is in the stomach or in the intestine, okay. There the breaking down of food takes place, but after the breaking down of food, the outcome of the food need to be transported to all our body, okay, so that all our body parts will gain energy, okay. Your mother says that if you will take more leafy vegetable, then your hair growth will be nice. How? The leafy vegetable when you are taking, that vegetable is going to your stomach. But how that nutrients is reaching to your hair? Due to the next step, that is the what? Absorption and assimilation. Okay. After digestion, all the outcome of the digestive food or all the nutrients that is released by the digested food need to be absorbed, and then that absorbed nutrients need to be transported to all the body part. Okay. So let us first discuss how absorption takes place. Okay. How the nutrients that are released in the digestive process will be absorbed. Okay. Here, absorption process mainly takes place in intestine, in both in small intestine and in large intestine. Digestion takes place in mouth, stomach and small intestine. Remember, absorption process takes place in small intestine and large intestine. So, small intestine is a place for both digestion and absorption of nutrients. Okay, remember. So, all the nutrients, see, in mouth, the breaking down of carbohydrate takes place. Remember, starch to maltose by the help of the enzyme. What? Salivary amylase. Remember that equation that we had done in the last class. So, in mouth, breaking down of carbohydrate takes place, or to form simple sugar. Then, in stomach, the breaking down of proteins takes place. Okay. Then, in intestine, breaking down of fatty acid takes place mostly. So by the breaking down of the food, we got some nutrients. Now that nutrients, now food is in which place? After completion of digestion, now food is in which part of alimentary canal? It is in small intestine. The food is already passed to mouth, to stomach. Now it is in small intestine, and in small intestine the digestion process completed. Now absorption process starts. Okay. If you all remember, we had discussed about villi. What is villi? Villis are the small finger-like projections present in the intestine and which helps in the absorption of nutrients. Remember, so villis present, which are present in the intestine, they help to absorb the digested nutrients. These nutrients, they help to absorb these nutrients. Okay, so that nutrients can be reached to all over our body. Okay, so villis here, they play a very important role of absorbing what? Of absorbing nutrients. Okay, so how they will absorb nutrients? Do you know about the vessels, blood vessels like veins, arteries, capillaries? If no, then just remember the names. Next, in the chapter of circulation, I will teach details about the blood vessels, that are the veins, arteries, capillaries. Okay, just now for remember, veins are the vessels that carries the waste blood. Arteries are the vessels that carries the what? Purified blood. And capillaries are the vessels which are the combination of vein and artery, which carries both waste and the purified blood, and then it had some work, it got some work. Capillary also got some work. So about vein, artery and capillary we will discuss in the circulation part. Now just remember the names vein, artery and capillary. Just remember it, just feed it in your mind. In the circulation chapter I will tell you about veins, arteries and capillaries. Okay, so the villis, suppose these are the villis, means this is the wall of intestine, suppose, means these finger-like projections or villis, they got number of blood vessels, that are the veins and arteries, or combinedly we can say blood capillaries. Okay, they got a number of blood capillaries. Okay, means the veins and arteries it got. Okay, veins and arteries they only helps in the, after absorbing these blood capillaries, they will absorb the food, the nutrients that is done by the villi, and these blood capillaries, they will send that absorbed nutrient to liver. Got it? Villis helps in absorbing nutrients, and that absorbed nutrients by the help of this blood capillaries. These blood capillaries will be connected to the what? Liver. Okay. Now all the absorbed nutrients will be passed on to the liver. Understood? Digestion process stops in small intestine. After completion of digestion, the next step is the assimilation step. In assimilation, villi plays a very important role. Absorption takes place after digestion, and in absorption, villi plays a very important role in absorbing the digested nutrients. Okay, and it will send the digested nutrient, or it will send the absorbed nutrient to liver. Now the next process starts, that is known as assimilation. So absorption takes place where? Okay, let me write here. Ingestion takes place at mouth. Digestion takes place at mouth, stomach and small intestine. In short, I am writing. Okay. Absorption takes place at small intestine and large intestine. Assimilation takes place in liver. Okay, assimilation takes place in liver. Got it? Now come to absorption process over. Now come to the process of assimilation. So when the absorbed nutrient will be sent to liver, then liver will take that nutrient and it will send that nutrient to all the body parts. Got it? As I said, when we are taking food, the nutrients that we are getting from the food, that need to be transported to all over our body, so that all our body parts will be energized. So that digested nutrient, at first it will be absorbed by the villi. Villi will send the absorbed nutrient by the help of the blood capillaries to the liver, and liver will send that nutrients in the form of energy to all the body parts. How it is doing? Let us talk. Okay. So here I have written from villi to liver, and from liver to the body parts. Already I said, from villi by the help of blood capillaries it comes to liver. Liver send that energy or that nutrient to the body part. This is only the process of assimilation. Okay, assimilation is the process in which the absorbed nutrient from the small intestine or from the intestines will be sent to liver, and liver will send it throughout the body to provide energy to all over the body. This is only the process of assimilation. Okay, assimilation means transportation to all the body parts. Okay, so role of liver, how liver undergo assimilation, what it does, what all are the process that, or what are the things which are done by liver, so that we can say that liver is the place from where assimilation takes place. Okay, let us discuss it. Number one, it converts glucose to glycogen. The first step, glucose from where it got? It got glucose from the absorbed nutrient. Here already we have discussed that glucose is an outcome of the digestion. So these glucose, after absorption from the villi by the help of blood capillaries, it will send it to the liver, and liver will convert the excess amount of some of the glucose, it will send to body, okay, in the form of energy. But the extra amount of glucose, it converts that extra glucose, let me write here, extra. liver, and liver stores that in the form of glycogen. But after doing a lot of work, our body needs again more energy. Suppose say morning you are doing your, not we cannot say breakfast, just you are taking milk, a glass of milk or some biscuits, okay, or any like Kellogg's and all that you are taking, and you are going to school. That milk or any little bit that you have taken, that provides you energy up to your tiffin break. Okay. Now after doing a lot of work, you again need energy. Okay. Suppose after the completion of prayer, after the completion of your first period, second period, you started feeling hungry. That's why most of you are taking food in class. Okay, but that is not a very good habit. Okay. So why you feel hungry? Because the nutrient that you have taken in morning, already that all are utilized in your body. Now what will happen? The extra glucose which is stored in the liver, means the glycogen, will be again converted to glucose when our body needs. After the utilization of energy, again our body needs energy, means the stored glycogen in the liver will again convert back to glucose. At first, liver will convert the extra glucose into glycogen. Okay, but when our body needs, this glycogen will again be converted to glucose, and it will send that glucose to our body. Means again we can get energy for some times. Okay, but it will not last for more times. After some period, that's why you got a tiffin break. Okay, means there again you can take or you can have some food, and again you can get some energy. But the same thing happened up to the last period, that all energy get utilized, and that's why you started feeling hungry again. Okay, so the stored glucose will be again utilized there. Okay, up to when you will reach home, then again you will fresh up and you can have your lunch. Okay, so the thing that I want to tell is the food that we are taking, the energy that we are getting from the food remains in our body or utilized in our body for some period or for some time. Then our body needs more energy, and that time in the need, liver converts the stored glycogen. See how liver plays a very important role. If I will give you 10 rupees, some persons are there, they will buy chocolates of 10 rupees. Some are there, they will think no, 5 rupees I will buy now and 5 rupees I will keep, so that again when I will need, that time I can use it. That thing happens with liver. Okay, liver gives glucose to our body, but it also stores some amount of glucose in the form of glycogen. And when our body needs, it converts that glycogen again into glucose. Okay, and it will again send that glucose in the form of energy to our body. Got it? Next step, it converts amino acid to urea. Amino acid also is a byproduct. Got it? Glucose, the work of how glucose, what is the role of glucose in liver, already we have discussed. Now come to amino acid. It converts the amino acid into urea. Urea is a waste product. Okay, so all the amino acids which are taken by the blood capillaries to the liver will convert the amino acid into urea. Means that is a waste product, and liver will send that urea to the excretory system, that is to the kidney. Okay, and kidney will excrete the urea in the form of urine. Got it? So this is the second role of liver. What is? It converts amino acid to urea, and urea is the waste product which again it is sent to the kidney, and by the kidney urea can the body in the form of urine. Okay. The last one, it is very important. It detoxifies alcohol. Detoxifies means, see, alcohol is not good for our health. Alcohol, it gives bad effect to our body. That's why alcohol is a kind of toxin to our body. Toxin means which harms our body. That we can call it as toxin. So, it detoxifies alcohol. Detoxifies means removing the toxin. Alcohol is a toxin and it removes the toxin. That process is called detoxification or breaking down that toxin. Means sometimes if in the food that we are consuming or sometimes in the medicines also we got some alcohol percentage. Okay. So it detoxifies alcohol, all the alcohol content, or sometimes by the breaking down of food also, sometimes, or you will read in respiration also, sometimes alcohols are released. So what is the work of liver? Liver detoxifies alcohol. It will break down alcohol and it will remove it out from our body in the form of waste. Okay, that's why persons, those who will take more, those who are consuming more amount of alcohol, that will be dangerous for their body, because that provide or that puts a pressure on liver, because liver can detoxify alcohol, but up to some limit. If you will use a machine more and more, then what will happen? One day will come when that machine will not be of any use, because you have already used it number of times. Okay, so liver is a machine to detoxify alcohol, but in its limitation. Okay, so these are some of the the roles of liver in assimilation. Got it? What is assimilation? Assimilation is the process of absorbing, from the villi, the absorbed nutrient will be sent to liver, and liver will send that absorbed nutrient to the body by this process. Okay. Now the process of assimilation also over. Now the last process is egestion. It is very simple. After completing the process of assimilation in small intestine, in large intestine, some solid mass will be remaining. Okay, small and large intestine have some parts. What are the parts? Cecum, colon, and rectum. If you all remember, cecum is the starting part, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon. Remember, and then rectum. So temporarily, for a temporary period, all the undigested food, unabsorbed food that are stored in the large intestine, mostly in the rectum part. Okay, and that semi-solid mass is known as feces. Okay, feces is the combination of fibers. Okay, dead cells, bacteria, and bile pigment. Okay, remember bile juice? Bile juice is secreted from liver. Bile juice got some pigment or some color. What is the color of bile juice? Yellowish in color. Okay, that's why the color of feces is yellow due to the secretion of bile pigment. And remember one important thing here I am saying, it is not there in your book. What is bile? Do you know? Bile is nothing but the dead blood cells. Okay. The blood cells in our body, we will read details in circulatory system. RBC, red blood cells. Okay, the blood cells in our body have some lifetime. After that, the old blood cells will die and the new blood cells are formed. So bile is nothing but the dead red blood cells. Okay, the blood cells, they die in liver and they form bile, and that bile is released in the feces. Okay, that's why the color of feces is yellow. Okay, due to the presence of the yellow bile pigment. Okay, so this is all about egestion. Egestion takes place in anus. Okay, we can write here where egestion takes place. Anus. Got it? Ingestion takes place in mouth. Do not have confusion in ingestion and egestion. Ingestion means taking food. Egestion means removing waste. Okay? Ingestion in mouth. Digestion in mouth, stomach and small intestine. Absorption in small intestine and large intestine. Assimilation in liver and egestion in anus. So these are the 5 steps of nutrition in our body. So here we have completed all the steps of nutrition and the expelling out or the removal of feces from our body takes place at regular interval so that all the waste material can be removed out of our body and again we can take or we can ingest more food and we can get more energy. Got it? So again you revise all the steps in nutrition starting from ingestion to egestion. Okay? From taking food to removing waste. All the things you again go through it. All the enzyme actions also you again just have a look. Practice it number of times. If you got any more doubt of the topic, don't forget to ask me. You are the new learners of this topic or you are the beginners of the topic or in the earlier classes you had not learned about these topics. That's why you have to do little or you have to put little more effort while doing this chapter. Okay? So it is not that hard, but if you will not revise, if you will not practice, then you will feel difficulty in this chapter. Okay? So in the next class we will move on to some more important topic. With this, by the completion of the steps, here we have completed the most important topics of digestion. In the next part, we will discuss some small things about digestion. Means what are the role of indigestion, why indigestion takes place in our body, what are the nutrients that we should take. Okay, what all are the nutrients that is good for our body. That all we will discuss in our next class. And with that, we will complete this topic, that is human digestion. Okay. So again, I am saying revise the topic. If you got any doubt, then don't forget to ask me. Okay. And till then, just take care.